In this video, I'm going to tell you which high-yield savings bank is my favorite one. You might be surprised as to the reasons why. Last year in 2022, when the Federal Reserve announced that they were going to raise interest rates, I knew that people who saved money and had emergency funds were going to benefit. Because we had savings and emergency funds tucked away, it was something I felt like I needed to move on. I opened 3 different high-yield savings accounts at different internet banks. But one internet bank, after 7 months, has stood out above them all. That internet bank is Bask Bank. Bask Bank is the internet branch of Texas Capital Bank. Texas Capital Bank is listed on their FDIC website. Their FDIC certificate number is 34383. In theory, customer deposits at Bask Bank are protected up to $250,000 through the FDIC. Now, before I get into my savings account review, I want to state that this is not a sponsored video. I make this review after being a customer for 7 months and having seen and received my first 1099 interest statement. There are a number of things I do like, and there are a couple of things I don't like about Bask Bank. So make sure you stay with me to the end of the video to get the full picture. Right now, as I make this video in April of 2023, the Federal Reserve is still increasing interest rates to combat inflation. This is happening under the backdrop of the current bank crisis. But for now, let's get into why Bask Bank and its high-yield savings account is currently my favorite account. Now let's start off with the most obvious criteria: Bask Bank's interest rates. Out of the 3 high-yield savings accounts that I currently have, Bask Bank has consistently beaten the other banks that I track. As I made this video, I did some updated research and I found some uneven comparisons. There are money market accounts, CD accounts, and high-yield savings accounts that require a minimum balance. I want to be clear that I am not covering CDs, money market accounts, or accounts with minimum balances. I am discussing a savings account with no minimum balance in which you can transfer your money in and out at any time. I don't like restrictions in my money. At the time of this video, Bask Bank is currently paying 4.35% APY, but I expect that will change with the next Federal Reserve interest rate change. Since August of 2022, Bask Bank continues to pay the highest interest rates that I've seen. But even if that was not so, there are other important features of Bask Bank that I think is important. One thing I like about Bask Bank is that it doesn't require its customers to enroll into direct deposit to get its higher interest rates. As a self-employed person, my income fluctuates. I don't get a steady paycheck. And even if I did receive a steady paycheck, I don't like the idea of any bank forcing me to make steady deposits into their bank. No one is paying me enough to make me do that. To me, it is a heavy-handed way for banks to control your money, and I don't like it one bit. Because of this, I automatically disqualify any bank that requires a direct deposit requirement. I don't care what they are paying, I am out. The one thing I can't tune out is my cat, Jaggy. He tells me that you should swipe that like button to help spread the word about this video. He really gets an attitude when he doesn't get his way. I'm just saying. The next thing I like about Bask Bank is that Bask does a good job sending out email updates of interest rate increases. For the last 7 months, every time the Federal Reserve raised their interest rates, I've received an email update of the interest rate change with an explanation of why they changed their rate. However, I do wonder one day when interest rates begin to decrease again, will Bask Bank continue to be so diligent with their email updates? It's an issue I will find out down the road. Bask Bank makes it easy for me to update my subscribers with their email. Every time I get an email from them of an interest rate change, I post a screenshot of that email to my YouTube account so that others can know about it. And it's a good reason to subscribe since I don't make a video every time there's an interest rate change. One screenshot tells the entire story. Another important feature for anyone who has children, spouse, siblings, or other loved ones is that Bask Bank allows you to easily set up beneficiaries in case you die. This is called a POD, payable on death. If you want to learn more about PODs, I will provide a link in the description below. Good financial institutions make it easy for you to set up beneficiaries so that in the event of your death, your beneficiaries don't have to go through the grueling probate court process to get your money. Bask Bank makes it easy. You can set up beneficiaries within your account. You don't have to fool with the paper POD forms as in the past, which is really inconvenient. Ask me how I know. Bask Bank, through their online form, asks you to provide their name, social security number, and birth date of your beneficiaries. It's very easy to set up. Bask Bank also has a secure online login system. Bask Bank uses two-factor authentication system to log into your account. You have to enter an access code which comes through your text message. On top of that, you also get an email notification letting you know that someone logged into your account. Of course, no system is foolproof, but getting that email notification after going through two-factor notification is something that makes me feel better. Also, when I transfer money to and from Bask Bank, I get an email notification of that as well. Bask Bank has a well-designed, easy-to-use phone app that closely matches the desktop computer experience. There is nothing more annoying than having a phone app that is a total mismatch and a disconnect from the desktop computer experience. Now, I want to cover a couple things about Bask Bank that I don't like. It's not a deal killer, but I don't like that there are no options to receive paper statements. Yes, I know, paper statements from banks is a dying trend. More and more banks are getting away from paper statements. I get it. But it is still something I still appreciate from those banks that still offer it. However, the good news is I did receive a paper 1099 interest statement in the mail. There is also an electronic version available in your account to download even if you lose it or misplace it. I do like that a lot. Another thing that I found really irritating about Bask Bank is that for months after I opened my savings account, I was only able to transfer money in and out from one account. It was very frustrating and very limiting. Now, I admit that I stayed on with Bask Bank during this new customer period for the high interest rates. But now I'm past the new customer period. I'm happy to report that I am now able to add additional external accounts to transfer money in and out of. It is something to watch out for if you have a new Bask Bank account. The next thing I recommend is that you check out this video. And don't forget to swipe that like button to help spread the word. And subscribe to keep up to date of my latest videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.